Yes, people. What's going on? It's Egal Talks Football, and we're back again with another video. And today's video is going to be an interesting one because we got some mega news on Bukayo Saka'S contract situation. Yes, some massive news for any Arsenal fans out there wanting to know what's going on with Bukayo Saka'S contract. We have some breaking news today that his contract will be around 15 million a year, and reportedly could be the third highest ever paid Arsenal player. Could be making around 300K a week. We're going to get into that in a second. But before we go any further, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe button. Make sure you check out the channel. What we're going to also be talking about is Thomas Partey's concerns over his injuries and a little story about Declan Rice and everything going around with Declan Rice. So we're going to talk about everything. Make sure you stay locked on the channel. Don't go absolutely anywhere. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Do you think Bukayo Saka is worth the 300K per week? Because in my opinion, Bukayo Saka is worth 300K plus more. In my opinion, at this moment in time, Bukayo Saka is priceless to this Arsenal team, and I wouldn't be surprised if we offer. Take a look at this. I wouldn't be surprised if we offer to pay even more for him at this moment in time. He's one of the best players in his position in world football.
Take a look at this.
Oh,
sorry.
What
is that? Declan Rice.
Sorry, guys.
Full time. But did he ask him, are you joining Arsenal?
I'm trying to get the Declan Rice video ready for you guys also as I'm doing this. So my apologies for the technical issues. But yeah, let's get this straight into it. People in the chat, if you're wherever you're watching from, let me know where you're watching from. And also, let's get this show started. Make sure we get you guys the breaking news first. So with the Bukayo Saka news, it's pretty straightforward. The news came out earlier today around 8:30. I seen the article coming out, so I'm going to show you guys the article that came out and what it said. It gave us more details and nuance on what is actually happening with Bukayo Saka's contract and giving us a little bit more detail around the contract itself. So for the longest time, we knew that Bukayo Saka was going to sign a contract, but we didn't know the actual ins and outs of that said contract and how it was actually going to break out, how it was going to actually work out. So let's now look at it. So what it says is, here we go. I'm going to show you. I'm going to share my screen with you guys so you guys can see what it actually says for the Bukayo Saka contract situation. So here it is. So Saka is set to earn 15 million a season when he signs his new deal, produced by the Mail. Also here you have another one here saying Bukayo Saka is set to earn. Let me just do it this way. Saying Bukayo Saka is set to earn 15 million a season, and when he will finally sign his new contract. Another one here saying he will become the highest paid player, blah, 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 blah. The same things. This one here is the one I want to show you guys because this is the one I read, right? This breaks down everything. So according to Samuel Macbell from the Mirror, he says that the value of Bukayo Saka's new contract with Arsenal includes a bonus and other payments attachments. He'll be earning up to 15 million pounds annually a year, which could bring up his weekly wages to about 300K a week. That will be making him the third highest ever Arsenal paid player in Arsenal Football Club history. Is Bukayo Saka worth the 300K a week? That is a story for you guys to question. For me, he's priceless. Bukayo Saka is worth the 300K plus more, in my opinion. So to your Arsenal fans in the chat, let me know what you guys think about Bukayo Saka's contract. Is he worth the staggering 300K per week? Personally, I don't think we can question how much he's worth. This guy brings the goals. This guy brings the assists. This guy brings the marketability. This guy brings the full around package, and he doesn't miss a game. His health is impeccable. His ability on the ball is impeccable. The goal scoring, everything, he's adding it all. And to think that we didn't even have to pay a penny for Bukayo Saka, he was a product from the academy, just makes it even better and even more sweet and more icing on the cake. Big up to people in the chat. Devo saying Real Madrid are sniffing around with we need to get his contract sorted. Figure around 200 million for him, which is crazy amount of money. I don't think even Real Madrid could prize him away from us at this moment in time. I think Bukayo Saka is going to be willing to stay at Arsenal, especially with the fact that he's doing it for his club and his country. Bukayo Saka is on another level, ladies and gentlemen, and he's one of the best in world football at this moment in time. So yeah, if you guys don't know, the story came from the Daily Mail. Now let me show you guys the actual article of the Daily Mail. People in the chat, big up to the people in the chat saying John is in the house saying big numbers. Yeah, that is big numbers. Wowzers, 300K a week. Yep. The last two people we gave 300K a week were Ozil and Aubameyang, but we know what happened there. Not the best situations, but yeah. So the Daily Mail have revealed that Bukayo Saka's contract will see him earning a ridiculous amount of money. But is he worth that type of money, ladies and gentlemen? Is he worth that type of money? You guys let me know in the chat. I think he definitely is. I don't think we can question it, but I want to know what you guys think. Bukayo Saka has been a key player in Arsenal's title charge this season. He's also set out an offer for one of the most lucrative deals in the club's history, right? Bukayo Saka is also not only performing for his team, but he's also performing for his country, making him one of the most marketable players in England. We need to hold on to Bukayo Saka not only for ourselves, but for the single fact that he's homegrown, the single fact that it means more to him. Listen, one Premier League with Bukayo Saka at Arsenal means more to him than a lot of other people. How many academy players go on to win a trophy with their club? How many academy players go on to be one of the best players in the league at the club that they were brought up in? Now, I know some of you guys are going to say, oh, he came from Watford, this is that. No, but Bukayo Saka was in the academy from like 8 years old. What the hell is this? Oh, I hate when stuff like that pops up out of nowhere. Okay. But yeah, the Daily Mail do not have facts, so they are exaggerating, just saying. You know what? They could be exaggerating. But guys, we know how good Bukayo Saka is. We don't really need to debate how good Bukayo Saka is. I think Bukayo Saka at this moment in time is one of the best players in world football. And reason being, he does it every single game. And his production, he's worth the money. If this is how he's producing on a weekly basis, now guys, this is what Bukayo Saka has been doing this season. Week in, week out. 7 or 8 out of 10 every game, getting either a goal or an assist in every single performance. And some games he doesn't even have to get a goal. He doesn't even have to get an assist, but he's still putting in an 8 out of 10 performance. That's just Bukayo Saka at this point. I was at the Crystal Palace game. I'm not going to lie to you. I didn't even realize he got an assist. It was just so effortless for him. The 2 goals came like that. It was nothing. After the game, people were asking, is Bukayo Saka world class? To me, he is. But to other people, they don't even consider Erling Haaland world class. So how are they going to consider Bukayo Saka world class? To me, I think Bukayo Saka gets into almost every single team in world football at this moment in time. Can you name a team that Bukayo Saka does not get into? A Premier League team that Bukayo Saka does not get into? There is none. A world football team that Bukayo Saka would get into Real Madrid. He would start over what's his name, Valverde. That is Am I capping? Let me know. Valverde is not even a right winger. He would start. He is starting in every single team almost in world football at this moment in time. Maybe PSG, but even PSG, you'd find a way to fit him in, right? Bukayo Saka could not get in at City. That is a blatant lie. Bukayo Saka would either play on the right wing or he would play on the left wing. They would find a way to fit him in. I don't think anyone they have in either wing is undroppable. Riyad Mahrez doesn't even start week in, week out. And I'm not going to lie to you, Bukayo Saka right now is better than Riyad Mahrez. And he's been one of City's best players. For you to sit here and to say that Bukayo Saka does not start in City's team is just a blatant lie. Why do you think they want to sign him? Because he starts in their team. And he's probably one of the best players in the league also. Iga, my brother, I don't understand. If Arsenal give 300K to him, Saliba might request for more. Don't forget, Odegaard's new contract is still getting renewed. Same with Partey. That is true. So can we actually trust the source in the Mirror providing us the information for his contract? That is a very accurate statement, Francis. I appreciate that comment right there. You're right. If we give Bukayo Saka 300K, how much are we going to have to give William Saliba? How much are we then going to have to give Odegaard? Because if you guys don't know, Arsenal have started conversations with Martin Odegaard. We have started conversations with Odegaard over a new potential contract. Yes, we have offered him a new deal. No, we haven't offered him a new deal. We have started conversations over a new contract with Odegaard also. So you're right. If we do give Thing that type of money, how much money are we then going to have to give to? How much money are we then going to have to give to other players? That's the issue that we're going to find ourselves in. I don't know if it's going to be a situation where we give Martin Odegaard a ridiculously high bumper deal, but we're going to have to find something to give Martin Odegaard. We're going to have to give Martin Odegaard some reasonable pay package, because if we're going to give Bukayo Saka that kind of money, Saliba, I don't think Saliba can garner the type of money Bukayo Saka does, though. Saliba's a defender. He's only been here for 1 year. He's going to get a bumper contract. His contract right now is not that high in the first place. Bukayo Saka, this is his third contract. Saliba is only on his second. So I don't really think it's that big of a deal. But what's going to happen with Odegaard's contract? You're right. What's going to happen with Odegaard's contract? I haven't really seen too many things on a new contract with Odegaard. We're going to have to start conversations with him. Thomas Partey is already old. So it's at a situation where we might give him an extension similar to we give to Granit Xhaka, hold him down for a couple more years. Nothing too serious. But yeah, Bukayo Saka starts right wing for City 100%. Yeah. Bukayo Saka starts right wing. Blaze is in the building. Look, Saka's triggering other rivals in the chat. Bukayo Saka triggers everybody. He triggers everybody. Like, I don't know if you guys know, but I said something like Bukayo Saka starts for every team that he plays for, and it's just like, you know what? Shout out to Babs. Listen to this. Look at this. This is what Babs tweeted out earlier today, and I fully agree with what Babs said. Look at this. He's like, yo, big up Selections in the building. It's not 300K base, so no fuss. That's true. That's true, Selections. It's not 300K base. It's up to 300K, but it's not base 300K. He said the best winger in the world in the hardest league in the world transformed his club into a title contender. He's the top goal scorer for his country in the World Cup. Put your agendas aside and acknowledge his brilliance. The guy is just amazing. Let's be honest. How good is Bukayo Saka, people? He's well worth the money. Bukayo Saka is getting 200, and then Saliba is going to get 130. What you have to realize is, I think Martinelli is getting around 220 or something like that. If I'm not mistaken, Martinelli is getting, what was Martinelli getting? Martinelli's contract. I think Martinelli's contract extension, he's got something around like 200 something. What was it? 220, or I'm looking for it right now just to see. I thought he got 220 or 280, if I'm not mistaken. 1 second. Contract extension. What was it? 200 mil. I forget exactly how much it was, but it's in the 200. Yeah, he got Bukayo Saka's new contract. He got in December 2020. They were saying that it was going to be around 200, but in the end, I think he got more than that. Let me just see. What was Martinelli's contract extension? Does anybody know? Let me know in the chat if you guys know what Martinelli's contract extension was. Because last time I checked, his contract extension is until 2027, and they didn't specify how much, if I'm not mistaken. Did they specify how much? How much did they say he's making? Because Martinelli's not making 300K. Martinelli's not making 300K. If Saka is going to be getting 300K, that just means Martinelli's next. But how much did Thing get? I'm confused, because I swear Martinelli got like 280 or something across those lines. How much was it? 2 something. What was it? Let me see. I'm just looking for it, guys. Oh, I can't find it. Too bad I don't know it off the top of my head. Most of the time I remember these figures off the top of my head. Let me see what you guys in the chat are saying. Base. Martinelli's on 180. Martinelli's on 180 base. Interesting. 180 base. I didn't know that. I thought he was on 200. It's 180. Is it? 180. 1 second. Yeah, you're right. In February, he signed a new contract of 180 per week. So Bukayo Saka is going to get somewhere like 250, and then it's going to go up to 300K. But you guys know how they do it. They did it with Ozil. They did it with Aubameyang. They're going to do it with Thing. It's just how things go nowadays. That's just how things are done. That's just how things flow. That's just how they do business nowadays. But yeah, people in chat, let me know. Continue to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let me know, guys. How much do you think we are going to then give Saliba? Because if we give Saka that type of money, How much are we going to give for Saliba? Because for anyone who doesn't know, and is just joining us now, let me tell you guys what is happening. This is what's happening, ladies and gentlemen. Bukayo Saka is close to sealing his new contract extension with Arsenal, which will see him earn and be one of the highest paid players in Arsenal Football Club history. He'll be making around 15 million a year with a staggering 300K a week. With Martinelli already signing his new deal and William Saliba signing his next deal, our Premier League future will be sorted for the next decade. That is just the reality of the situation. And it's beautiful to see. It's beautiful to see. Big up to Mohammed in the chat all the way over there in Palestine, saying big up Igal, Ramadan Mubarak, all of us. Big up Arsenal. Thanks, Mohammed. Big up to you, Mohammed. But yeah, people in the chat, that is the reality of the situation. Martinelli's getting, what, 180? So Martinelli's getting 180. Understand that Martinelli's not the talisman. He's not one of the highest earners. He shouldn't garner that type of wages because he's not the talisman specifically, but he's one of the big parts of the team. Saliba is another big part of the team. I think Saliba could get anywhere between 150 to 200K. But you have to remember, Saliba, it's just his first contract that he was at Arsenal. And how much is he even earning right now? Let me check. Saliba's contract. Let me check Saliba's contract right now. How much is he on? What is Saliba's contract? What is Saliba's contract right now? Arsenal. Saliba's contract. Let me see. Because I think Saliba's contract, what he's on right now, depends on how much he's going to earn in the future. Because you can't go crazy with the pay rises, or else it's just going to be mad. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? You can't just you can't start giving people just ridiculous pay rises. You got to be somewhat sensible. So right now, Saliba's on a 5-year deal, and he's currently making, if I'm not mistaken, below 100K. I forget exactly how much. Okay, I got it. So Saliba's only making 40K. Saliba's only making 40K. Let me show you guys the wages, by the way. Let me show you guys the wages. So this is the wages. This is the wages for the Arsenal players. Oh, where is it? Where is it? Here we go. So Saliba, there's Saliba. Saliba right there. He's making 40K, right? So Saliba's going to get a pay rise. Say Saliba gets a pay rise to 150, right? 150. Because you have to remember what you're on right now kind of determines how much of a pay rise you're going to also get. Martinelli was already on 190. We doubled it for him. Say we take Saliba from 40K. I mean 40K a year, a week, to 90 to 100K. I think that's reasonable. I don't think they're going to take Saliba from where he is now all the way to a ridiculous price. I think he's going to stay in and around the mix of, how much do you guys think Saliba is going to get now? Now that we've gotten that, how much do you think Saliba is going to get? That's the next question. Because if Martinelli, let me full screen this so you guys can see what I'm looking at. So this right here is the wages right now. So the Bukayo Saka is already on 70K. Bukayo Saka went from 70K to say 250 potentially. So Bukayo Saka is potentially going to triple his wages, right? Martinelli, who is, where's Martinelli? Gabriel Martinelli, who's already earning more than Saka, has gotten double his wages in 180, right? Now we're gonna have to give players like, wait 1 second, where did he go? Where's Saliba? Okay, so Saliba at 21 right there, he's currently making 40K. So say we take Saliba's 40K and we turn it into, are we going to triple it or double it? Because we double it, it's 80. We triple it, it's 120. So I could see them tripling it. I could see them giving him 120, right? I could see Saliba get 120 probably max, right? Then you have Martin Odegaard. Here's where things get interesting, because Martin Odegaard is already on a decent wage. Martin Odegaard is making 115 a year. I could see him going to 230. I could see him going to 230. And the way they're going to judge it is based off of his performances. His performances have been outstanding. He could probably garner close to 250 in increase in wages. Now, Thomas Partey is one of our highest earners. He's 28 years old. I don't think he's going to garner too much more than what he's already making. We're probably, if we do give contract extensions to him, it's going to be similar to Granit Xhaka, where we give you close to your own current wages and just increase it by a small interval. That is what's going to probably happen. So quick little trying to be mathematicians here and trying to be accountants. But yeah, I think it's pivotal how pay rises are handled now due to young squads. Saka, next pay rise will be brazy. Yeah, you're right. Because if Bukayo Saka gets a crazy pay rise right now and he continues at this level, I don't mind if he gets an even bigger contract in the future, because understand, if Bukayo Saka continues to improve and gets even better, it just means Arsenal get even better. It just means we continue to progress and push on to the next level. That's just better for us as a football club. If Bukayo Saka is only getting more and more money if every contract, that means he's only getting better and better. That means Arsenal is picking up more trophies, getting more points on the table, and winning more games. Nothing's wrong with that. I think it's a win-win selection. I really do. I honestly do think it's a win-win, and I fully agree with you in the first part where you said with the whole thing where it's like, oh, what do you think about that? What do you think about everything? But yeah, I'm just going to show you guys this. I'm even seeing people comparing Mo Salah at this point to Saka. Now, I'm not comparing Mo Salah to Saka, right? But this is ESPN doing it. They're basically saying Saka, all competition, has 23 goals, and Salah has 31. Now, understand that Saka is 21 years old, and he's having one of his best seasons, and Mo Salah is an experienced veteran who is having an off season. Now, if Mo Salah is considered the benchmark as the best in the league, Saka is not too far off that, and he's only 21 years old with a high ceiling. I don't think it's a fair comparison, but at the same point, I get this. And people are saying, who are you taking? I'm personally taking Bukayo Saka, but I can acknowledge how good of a player thing is. He's absolutely outstanding, by the way. 1 second, let me just go to the next thing. So we got to talk about Thomas Partey, ladies and gentlemen. Injury concern with Thomas Partey. Every time he goes on international duty, there's an injury concern. Every single time this man goes on international duty, we have to be scared. Every time he goes on international duty, there's something we have to worry about. And I hope that this is just a precaution, as it seems like that is the case. But the rumor has it that the Ghana manager, Thomas Partey, has a small injury, and we felt it was too big of a risk to start him. Thank you, first of all, for not starting him, because if he is injured, we don't want it to get any worse. If he is injured, we don't want him to get any further injured. We don't want it to be we don't want it to get escalated any further than it already is. But what type of injury it is, we won't know until he comes back to Arsenal. The extent of that injury, we won't know until he comes back to Arsenal. At this moment in time, it seems more like a precaution and something we should not be too worried about. He played. Yes, didn't he play? I think he did play. I think he did play the other day. He played a reasonable amount of minutes the other day, but he didn't play today. He didn't play today for Ghana. He played the other day. So this is the situation with Partey. I'm not too worried, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not too worried. To me, in the long run, Partey not playing against Angola in the second game benefited us today because he didn't play a minute and they drew. But the first game that they played against Angola, they won 1-0, and Partey played the full 90 minutes. So I don't know. Do Ghana have another game coming up? I'm gonna have to check, but hopefully he's fine. Hopefully he doesn't end up playing in. Oh, they don't have another international game until June, so he's good. But the reality is, hopefully he has enough time, a week, to come back, get fit, get ready to play. Now, I'm just gonna give you guys a little bit more information on this because I've seen that this is where I originally seen it. So Chris Hughes, who formerly used to be the manager at Brighton, is the one who said Partey was not used in the Angola game, and this was confirmed by I think it's a YouTube channel. 1 second. What is this? Oh, there's actually a video of him speaking about Partey's injury in the video. 1 second. Let's see if we can listen to it. Let's see if we can listen to it in a second after the music is done. One second. Let me go to the actual video.
Okay, so we knew that defense.
I'm hearing music in the background, so I can't really even tell you guys what happened. But basically, he acknowledged that Partey was not playing due to injury, and Chris Hughes basically told them that they didn't want to risk it. It was a small issue, and it should be fine, honestly. I don't think it's that big of a deal. I think he's going to be okay. And we sent the physio with him for a reason. So with the physio there, with Simon there with him, I'm hopeful that he is going to be okay. Because if you guys didn't know, Arsenal sent the actual physio, the physiotherapist, the club physiotherapist, there with him, and it's not that bad news. We don't have to be as worried. So yeah, we have good old Simon, Arsenal's head of physio, is there with them, and he's going to be taking care of Thomas Partey while he's out there. So hopefully he was one of the people who said that he had an injury concern, and that's probably why he didn't play. So good to see Arsenal are taking all the precautions that's needed to make sure our players stay fully fit and available for us during this international break. I personally, I find it quite hilarious. I found it to be humorous and amazing. But yeah, let's get into some more of the news, because there's so much news that I need to show you guys. There's so much more that I need to show you guys. By the way, Declan Rice to Arsenal is almost confirmed, ladies and gentlemen. Declan Rice to Arsenal. Start getting excited. Declan's gonna happen. Declan is gonna happen. I'm telling you, Declan Rice. It seems like it's every time I hear it, it just seems like it's closer and closer to being done, because now you got players even having conversations on the pitch about it. Players talking about, oh, what do you think is going to happen? Because I don't know if you guys seen this. I don't know if you guys seen the images. I don't know if you guys seen the stuff, but let me just show you. Let me just show you what I mean. Let me show you guys what I mean. So this right here is Zinchenko and Declan Rice after the game talking. Take a second, look at this. Are they is that just hug Declan Rice at full time? But did he ask him, are you joining Arsenal? And to me, it looked like Declan Rice said, we'll see. Let me know if you see what I see. Let me know, guys. Am I tripping? Or did it look like he actually said to him, are you joining us? And then he said, we'll see. Or maybe. Something like that. I don't know. We can't read his lips because Declan Rice is facing away from us. But we can see that in the video. Let me play it for you one more time if you didn't see it. Take a second. Look at this. Are they is that just hug Declan? Take a second. Look at this. Are they is that? Am I tripping? Let me know one more time. I'm going to play it one more time. Let me know if you see it. Take a second. Look at this. Are they is that just hug Declan Rice at full time? But did he say what I think he said? Is Declan Rice confirming that the deal is going to be on? Let me know in the chat what you guys think, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know in the chat what you guys think about that Declan Rice situation, because I think Declan Rice is going to be an Arsenal player in the summer. And I just think everyone in the Arsenal team pretty much know that the deal is close to being planned for the summer and it's almost done. And everything behind the scenes is being worked out on. Nah, Rice's transfer isn't done. You're tripping. No, I'm not saying the deal is done. I'm just saying, when you have players on the pitch talking to each other, do you think they have this much information where they already know who we're going to be signing in the summer and they're asking him, are you coming? Like, are you joining? Could that be a case? Or do you think he was talking about something else? Because maybe I'm tripping, but I'm not the only one who thought this. A lot of Arsenal fans on Twitter, a lot of Arsenal fans across social media were assuming that when he looked at him and said what he said, that they were talking about that. Maybe I'm reaching. Maybe selections, you're right. Maybe I'm reaching, but it does seem like he's favoring Arsenal. Bring me Neves or Milinković-Savić. You know what? Milinković-Savić might be a shout, you know. Milinković-Savić might be a shout. I seen some tweets about Milinković-Savić saying he wants to leave. I seen some stuff about him saying he wants to leave, and it could be a possibility. It could be a possibility that he could be out the door very, very soon. I hear you. I hear you. He could be out the door very soon. It could be a situation where Milinković-Savić could be available for a reasonable price. So this is the situation that I heard about Milinković-Savić. Let me show you guys. Let me show you guys what I heard about Milinković-Savić. This is what I heard, right? This is what I heard. Milinković-Savić will not renew his contract with Lazio. 90% the transfer will be completed this summer and could go for around 40 million. So Milinković-Savić to Arsenal, let me know in the chat what you guys think. Milinković-Savić to Arsenal, would you take him? Is it a yes? Is it a no? Or do you think he would probably want to go elsewhere? Let me know what you guys think about Milinković-Savić to Arsenal. I think Milinković-Savić to Arsenal would be interesting because he's been a player that I've wanted to see in the Premier League in a long time. He's been linked to Manchester United. He's been linked to Chelsea. He's been linked to Liverpool. He's been linked to so many clubs. A plethora of clubs have been interested in him in the past, but no one has ever actually pulled the trigger on him in the Premier League. Maybe it's because he's never wanted to leave Lazio until now. But let's see what happens if he actually does leave Lazio. If we can get him over the line, if he can get a deal sorted out, he would be a stupendous signing. I just want to see what happens. If it does happen, it will be interesting. If it doesn't happen, I wouldn't be surprised. I honestly wouldn't be surprised. If it doesn't happen. But if it does happen, what do you got to say? What do you got to say, my people? What do you got to say? Let's see what you guys saying in the chat about Milinković-Savić. Bring Savić to the carpet ASAP, says B Gunner 81. We need a striker. Do we need a striker? We could get a striker if somehow Arsenal sell one of our strikers, and that's Balogun, Eddie Nketiah, or even potentially selling Gabriel Jesus to Real Madrid. Reports coming out that Real Madrid want Gabriel Jesus. Reports coming out that Real Madrid want Jesus, and they've been wanting Jesus from before Arsenal signed him. Jesus could be headed to Real Madrid. Unlikely, but rumors saying that Jesus is on Real Madrid's target list, and he's one of the players that Real Madrid are interested in signing in the upcoming summer. They've been interested in the player for a long time, and they could even formally go forward with those interests. According to, which is a Spanish outlet, they're saying Real Madrid said to be interested in Jesus, and they only failed to pursue him last season on a technicality. According to Defense Central, the European champions view Jesus as the ideal replacement for Karim Benzema. The 35-year-old Ballon d'Or holder is winding down his contract, and Jesus is versatile enough to slot in right for the Frenchman if need be. So could Arsenal find a situation where they sell Gabriel Jesus in the summer? Makes no difference if we sell him and we go and upgrade, but it's difficult to go and upgrade on a guy in Gabriel Jesus's quality. And the fact is, we are not selling Gabriel Jesus. I agree. There is no world in which Arsenal Football Club are going to sell Gabriel Jesus. It just doesn't make sense. Why would we sell him? James Russell, you must have my transcript on what I'm going to talk about, because I got to talk about that guy. We got to talk about that guy. If you don't know who he is, damn, where have you been? This guy is on fire. He's on fire, but he's young. Get Haaland instead, man. No, man, Man City are not going to sell Haaland. He won't leave. He won't leave. I get that. He won't leave. And also, it's not only that he won't leave, guys. This guy is a crucial part to what we've done this season. Let me show you what I mean. If you haven't seen the video, listen to this video.
Look at me and say, this year, as everyone work together, win this league.
He said that to you?
Yes.
Oh, that's good.
But him have a good experience. He's taking the experience for the team and speak a lot for everyone. When he's come to Arsenal,
There you go. So when Jesus came to Arsenal, he brought his experience. He carried the team. He did a lot, and it's just like that experience is integral to push people on to go win major honors and to win trophies and to do what we've done so far. So I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all. I'm not surprised at all that we would keep him. I would be surprised if we did sell him, and I think it would be weird if we found our situation where we ended up selling the guy after just one season. Like, yes, he would help us win a league, but it's like, do you really break up a team that wins a Premier League? You usually don't break it up unless it's been like a long time coming. But yeah, hopefully I don't get copyrighted for that. That was strictly for what do you call it? Purposes of to show everyone what was going on. Now, moving on to the leaked kits. Let me know what you guys think about this kit right here. There's a leaked kit, gold, red with zigzags on it. The new Arsenal kit. Personally, I like it. I think it's decent. Some people don't like it, but let me know what you guys think. Like, let me know what you guys think in the chat of the new leaked Arsenal kit. Like, you can see here, some people saying 6 out of 10. Some people saying, Nike, please come save us. Some people saying 5. Some people saying 7. Some people saying 4. Some people saying Ghana tribute. What? Ghana tribute? I don't think it's a Ghana tribute. And then, but yeah, overall, I think the kit looks decent. Let me see what you guys said on YouTube about the actual kit, because I did also put it on YouTube to see what you guys were saying about the kit. I think the kit's decent. I really like it. I really like the kit, and you guys need to go do me a favor. Whenever you're done this video, go check this video out here. It's a great video of Gabriel Magalhaes on he wants Arsenal to win the league on his first day. Gabriel Jesus said he wants Arsenal to win the league. Arsenal can win the league, says Gabriel Magalhaes. You guys need to go check this video out, right? Go check this video out. Also, by the way, go check out my YouTube channel, Eagle Talks Football, right? I'm almost on road to 20K very, very soon. I do community posts on a regular basis. So there's a community post for this video. There's a community post for the Arsenal kits. And also there's a community post for who is Arsenal's player of the month for the month of March. I think Arsenal's player of the month for the month of March is definitely Bukayo Saka. And it's good to see that about 1.8 of you subscribers also agree that Bukayo Saka should be the player of the month. That is wonderful to see. But yeah, let's see what you guys have to say about the kit. There's a bunch of you guys who gave reviews. Some people said love it, 90s, respect champions, 7 out of 10, 6, 9, no, beautiful, 9. Yeah, some of you guys like it, some of you guys don't like it. And also make sure while you're here, go check out my shorts, because I've been doing YouTube shorts and some of you guys have been liking them. Some of you guys have been not watching them. So there's some videos that don't get watched, and then there's other videos that get like extremely a lot of views. So it's like, go check them out. It's another segment to the channel. And of course, I also do uploaded videos. So lately I've been having time to do some uploads. I did my predictions for the Premier League right here. I did a video on Ozil, did a video on the red card, did a video on who's world class and who's not world class, Arsenal transfer videos, just stuff like that in general. And also, I'm thinking about doing a Q&A, questions and answers segment and everything else. So make sure you do check out everything that's going on with the channel. But yeah, we saved this part. We got to talk about this guy. We got to talk about this guy right here. This guy right here is a problem. He is a problem because he is scoring goals at a ridiculous rate. When I say ridiculous rate, he is scoring goals at a monstrous rate. He's scoring goals consistently at a chip that is like, wow, you got to check it out. And also, don't let the international break distract you guys. Arsenal are still first in the table going into April. That is impressive in itself, right? But yeah, bringing it back quickly. This kid, in the last 2 games, he has scored a total of 5 goals in 2 games for international duty for Denmark. He's been balling out of control for Denmark, and I think this guy is one of the top goal scorers for. What does he have? He has 5 goals in the Serie A. He's not the top goal scorers in the Serie A, but he's but 5 goals in the Serie A. No, 7 goals in the Serie A, 5 goals for Denmark in 2 games. This guy is on fire. This guy's on fire. I've been hearing links to him to Manchester United. He seems to be a big Manchester United fan. And I don't know if we actually will get anything on him to Arsenal at this moment in time. We were linked to him last year. There's no strong links at this moment in time to him to Arsenal. But his future is extremely bright. He's a he has a bright future. This guy could be in 2 years' time, could be the next big striker in world football. He could be that guy. He could be that guy. And in the summer, if you guys don't remember, everyone was talking about who we could get last summer. He was on like one of the lowest lists of who we were talking about. Let me just show you guys who I'm talking about in case you don't know. In case you don't know what he looks like or who he is, I'm just going to show you guys quickly. So this is the guy. This is the guy. He's enjoying himself. He's really having fun with it. He plays for Atalanta also, if you guys don't know. We've been linked to him in the summer. I think we were linked to him in the summer. Let me check. Arsenal. Yeah, I think Arsenal were linked to him. Man United were linked to him. Rumors having Man United are into the race to sign him. Arsenal will have to pay around 35 million. By the way, he's extremely tall. Let me show you guys his height. His height is like, this guy's tall. He's like 1.85. I don't know if you guys know how tall that is in feet. That is, oh, that's only 6 feet. Okay, but yeah, he's a tall guy, tall striker. We'll have to wait and see. I don't think that anything's gonna come from it. But yeah, he wasn't starting. He recently started. Yeah, he's recently started coming on to play a lot more, and he's been doing a lot better recently. I don't know enough about the guy personally. I gotta find out more about him. But the reality is, he does look like a very promising young player. And we obviously have a young team. How many more young players do we want? Let me know what you guys think. How many more young players do we really want in this squad? I don't know if I want too many more young players. Iga said Conte was sacked on people said Conte was sacked on Arteta's birthday. Yo, Conte was sacked because he's a shit manager, man. Conte was sacked. You know what? Let me know. Do you guys think Conte was sacked and it had anything to do with Arsenal? Do you think Conte being sacked had anything to do with Arsenal? Because I have a feeling Conte wouldn't have been sacked if Arsenal weren't doing so good. I have a feeling there wouldn't be so much uproar from Tottenham fans if Arsenal weren't doing so much better. Don't forget, Tottenham won the transfer window. Don't forget, Tottenham got Champions League football. Don't forget, Tottenham have a world-class manager. Don't forget, Tottenham have world-class players, supposedly. We have none. Tottenham were supposed to be in our position this season, competing or challenging for something more than just top 4. But people saying it's not that deep. Jack, I know it's never that deep, but the reality is Tottenham fans wouldn't be so upset being in 4th if Arsenal were 6th or 7th. That's the reality. The fact that we're first in the league and we've overtaken them and we've jumped to the point where we're actually league title competitors, I think it has more to do with the uproar and the miscontent of their way that they play football, because they wouldn't be so upset about the way they play football if they were winning. They wouldn't be so upset at the way that they play football if they were actually seeing progress. They're regressing and they're playing terrible football. Yes, they're still top 4, but Arsenal are first in the league. They're envious of what we're doing. We play amazing football. We did the double over them, and we're potentially going to win the league. I think for Tottenham fans, Arsenal overtaking them and potentially challenging for a league when they've been in a better position than us for the last 5 years is a sackable offense for their owners, their GMs, their Daniel Levy, everyone. I think they all, in the back of their mind, care more about how we're doing than how bad they're doing. Because in the grand scheme of things, they're actually in a better position this year statistically than they were last year based on points. As crazy as it sounds. They were better off this year on points totals than they were last year. But yet, they're saying everything went to shit. Did it? Or did their standards change because Arsenal was who they compare themselves to? I want to know what you guys think. Who's this? Christopher. He's saying, I would be pissed. Anyways, Iga, a lot of Spurs fans are pissed off with 5 consistent years of against lesser opposition. You know what? I just want to know what you guys think. I just want to know what you guys think. Shout out Babs because he brought it to my attention first. But it's like, let me know what you guys think. I think that's absolutely spot on. I think it's absolutely spot on that you might think it's not that deep, but it is. It actually is. It's so deep. Pause. Anyways, I think we're gonna end it off there. I don't think there's no more news to really talk about. There's no more news really to talk about in regards to anything. Arsenal are interested in the Danishman, but nothing really going on there. International watch-longs. International duty. Emil Smith-Rowe scored a goal. You had Xhaka score a goal. You had Trossard play like 60, 70 minutes. Bukayo Saka'S got a goal and assist for England in the last game. What else is going on? Jakub Kavor played for Poland. Some of these guys are really getting a lot of game time over there with their international teams, and it's just going to bode well for our consistency going into the next game. Balogun might be picking the United States over anybody else. The snake, Van Persie, has selected Arsenal as favorites to win the Premier League. I wonder why. He's a Man United lover, so he would want us to stop them from getting the treble. What else is there? Ozil's retired. We've already spoken about that. Leeds could be missing up to 5 games versus Arsenal. Leeds could be missing up to 5 players. Yeah. Yo, you guys need to hear about this. So Leeds could be missing up to 5 players because they're after withdrawing from internationals due to injury. Leeds could be missing up to 5 players. So Leeds have an injuries crisis. Leeds have an injury crisis, and Leeds could have a situation where they play Arsenal with barely any of their first team players. Barely any of their first team players, because there's so many players that they have injured, so many players that they are not fit, so many players that are not available for Leeds, that it could be a situation where we catch them at a good time. We could catch Leeds at a really, really good time and blow them out. I would love that. I don't really care about this and that, having to face a team at their best. Let's be honest. You play Arsenal at any time, they're gonna beat them. Do you know that Danish kid said he's a Man United fan apparently? Yeah, because of that, I don't want him. Man United fans can go fly kick a monkey. I like Man United fans if you're a nice person, but like I don't want a Man United fan in my team. Like unless you're willing to forego that fandom and become committed to Arsenal fully. In the back of your mind, can you fully support another team in the Premier League and still do your job fantastic for Arsenal? I don't know. I question it. I just question it. But yeah, Osimhen revealed he turned down Arsenal earlier in his career. We know this. Like, we know Osimhen turned us down to go to Napoli. This, that. Let it be. Like, why you gotta bring that back up? Like, you know it's true, but you didn't have to go there. Like, you know what I mean? You didn't have to go there. But yeah. Anyways, we're gonna wrap it up here, people. You have yourselves a wonderful day. I think Lee Dixon is a Man City fan. I think that's different. Man City back then were not that competitive. That's different. But yeah, I'm going to wrap it up here, people. Love and respect. You guys have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful day. I think I need to do these videos more often. Hopefully you enjoyed this update. I'm going to catch you guys on the flip side. Peace, people. Have a good one. And I'll catch you guys soon. Peace.